Hey guys, Chris here with Cable Bullet, and today I'm going to be showing you how to use Cable Bullet spline stock to make custom spline transitions. The material we're going to be using today is Delrin. It's an acetal plastic. It's going to work really nicely for those joints in our stainless steel handrail. I have here a finished piece. And this would be for a transition from a level to a slope. So top of your stairs and then bottom of the stairs when you have that kick out over your bottom post. And then another application would be a horizontal transition where you have maybe a 45 or a non-90 degree turn. You can't use our fixed corner spline. To get started, we're going to work with these two pieces. I've already taken a 5-inch cut off of this longer piece and made my bevel cut to, this one was set to 17 degrees, so about half of the rake of the stairs. And we're going to use that for our demo today. It's going to vary depending on your project. I also recommend taking a measurement of your angle at the top and at the bottom. Sometimes you can have a slight variance between the two. So step one is going to be to use a higher tack masking tape to temporarily secure these two pieces together. Delrin doesn't glue very well, and so this tape is going to help keep the two pieces from shifting on us while we're working with it. So I'm just going to take one long piece to try to wrap it around the entirety. Doesn't have to look pretty. Second piece here. I'm not going to worry too much about the sides because I'm going to use a clamp to hold this together. So between the tape and the clamp, this should really keep it kind of connected while we drill and set our screws. Next step is going to be to take a 3/8 drill bit, and we're going to drill 3 holes, just pockets for our screws, one on one side and then 2 on the other. You can kind of see what that looks like here. And once we have that, we'll be able to start drilling our holes for the screw itself. So the other thing to look out for is that we're going to try and set our screws as high as possible. Number one, to get good engagement on both sides of the spline, but also just to minimize the likelihood that under tension this is going to separate once we tighten our cables, and also to just prevent the screws that hold the handrail to the post from hitting the screws that are in the spline stock. So the reason we're creating these pockets with the 3/8 bit is so that when we install the screws, and we're going to be using a number 9 trim head, but we want that head to completely disappear below the surface of the Delrin because we're going to be sliding this pretty snug into the handrail, and we don't want that to be proud at all. All right, now that I have my holes there, I'm just going back and checking to make sure that nothing's shifted. It has shifted a little bit, so I just want to always go and check, especially before I drill the next holes here, because these will actually, these next holes will go through one piece into the other, and it's really important at this stage to make sure that the pieces haven't shifted. So now I'm going to be taking a 5/32 inch drill bit, and we're only going to drill this hole as deep as the shank of the screw we're using. And that's just to make sure, since this is thicker, this is a wood screw, and if we don't do that, we're going to run the risk of just snapping the screw when we go to install it. So in this case, it's about 1 inch. I've marked it here with some masking tape, just to give myself a guide. See, we've drilled our 3 holes now. And then the last step for drilling our holes is going to be taking this 1/8 inch aircraft bit, and we're going to finish out our holes. So these are 2 1/4 inch long. So again, I've marked my drill bit here. Give me a little bit of a guide. Check to make sure everything's nice and tight. All right. With my pilot holes finished now, I'm going to take my screws. These particular screws use a T20. I'm going to set this one first, and then after this one I'll switch to the other side just to lock them in place. Go. Nothing left, just to remove the tape. You can see, held together really nicely. We've got a really clean transition here. If you do end up having a little bit of an offset there, you can file that down. But again, it gives you a nice sturdy joint, and then you'll insert this at your transition from level to angle, or again at the bottom, you'll have that little kick out over your post. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. You can give us a call or email us anytime at info@cableholder.com.